Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And it was a cloudy one all over north central Washington today, and that includes right here in the Wenatchee Valley. We did see some mid and high level clouds pretty much throughout the day, but it did keep our temperatures down, much cooler than yesterday. But as we move forward in our forecast, we are going to see a couple of rainy days. I think it'll be Friday night into Saturday. Rain will increase throughout the day. That'll be on Saturday, about a 50% chance of rain here in Wenatchee, maybe breezy in the Columbia Basin. But beyond that, we will have a nice stretch of weather. In fact, we will be 60 degrees for a couple of days next week, and we'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Firefighters from Chelan and Douglas counties responded to a pallet fire at Kait's Fiber in North Wenatchee early this morning that sent flames shooting high into the sky. Canine Kait, the drug detection dog for the Chelan County Jail, was the host this week for 8 other canine drug specialists for a testing and training exercise. Chelan County and the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife plan to close a key road into the Coluckum Wildlife Area each spring to help the road avoid erosion and rutting caused by vehicles. And Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority Commissioner Rory Turner, who was reelected to his post just last year, will resign from the board at the end of April. But first, our top story tonight, a 75-year-old Methow man was killed this morning on Highway 97 south of Chelan when his northbound vehicle left the roadway and crashed into a large rock. Washington State Patrol Trooper Jeremy Weber said the unidentified man may have had a medical issue or fallen asleep before losing control of the 2001 Volvo V70. That happened about 7:30 a.m. Early indications are that there were no drugs or alcohol involved. The accident was south of the Beebe Bridge. Firefighters from Chelan and Douglas counties responded to a pallet fire at Kait's Fiber in North Wenatchee early this morning that set flames shooting high into the sky. Chelan County Fire District 1 Chief Brian Brett said it's not the first such fire at the site, with the most recent being in the afternoon of June 20th, 2018. Brett said Kai's has been very responsive to building in safeguards, including water canyons near the pallet area.
Our crews were dispatched about 3:19 a.m. this morning to pallets on fire by the substation remote from the building at Kait's Fiber. We have a history of having some large lost fires in this pallet yard over the past several years. Crews arrived to find it near the substation remote from the building. We're able to confine and contain the fire, protect the substation, and prevent it from spreading. Currently, there's an excavator en route from Public Works, and our fire investigators have been dispatched to determine the origin and cause at this point.
Canine Kait, the drug detecting dog for the Chelan County Jail, was the host this week for 8 other canine drug specialists for a testing and training exercise. Dogs from the Washington State Patrol and the Airway Heights Police Department tested their skills in finding hidden contraband in the jail's annex. Kait and her handler, Corrections Deputy Jacob Lewis, introduced the canine program at the Chelan County Regional Justice Center back in November of 2020. Chelan County's 3 elected commissioners also visited during the training to learn more about the program. Well, Chelan County and the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife plan to close a key road into the Coluckum Wildlife Area each spring to help the road avoid erosion and rutting caused by vehicles. Under the plan, Upper Basin Loop Road would close each March, restricting motorized travel to Orr Creek Road and Lily Lake Road. The closure falls in line with the county's recreation plan for the area adopted in 2019. You can give your comment on the proposal at the web address on your screen. Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority Commissioner Rory Turner, who was re-elected to his post just last year, will resign from the board at the end of April. Turner announced this morning he's stepping down to focus on several businesses in which he is a partner. Turner said because of ongoing challenges from COVID-19, his full-time focus is needed on those businesses. Turner was first elected to the port board in 2015. He was praised by the port for his leadership in the formation of the Port Authority, a 2019 merger of the former Port of Chelan County and Port of Douglas County. The port board will now seek a replacement for Turner, with that person serving until the November 2023 election. Turner represents District 3, which includes Chelan, Manson, Eniat, and the north portion of Wenatchee. Well, when we come back, Jim Richardson might remain at the helm of Wenatchee Valley College at least through the rest of the year, while Wenatchee Valley College's searches for his replacement. With the decline in COVID-19 cases, the Grant County PUD Commission is going back to in-person public meetings. The city of Wenatchee is soliciting art for Memorial Park to honor Native peoples. And volunteers are welcome to come help this Saturday as Omi Gardens prepares for its April 15th season opening. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Welcome back. In another news, Jim Richardson might remain at the helm of Wenatchee Valley College at least through the rest of the year, while the college searches for his replacement. Richardson, who steered the college for 17 years, was originally set to retire June 30th with the end of his existing contract. But trustees said Wednesday they'll extend the contract through 2022 with an option to let it expire if a successor is named before year's end. The decision allows Wenatchee Valley College to avoid naming an interim executive while an outside firm, Academic Search Incorporated, looks for a new president. Well, with the decline in COVID-19 cases, the Grant County PUD Commission is going back to in-person public meetings. Commissioners said this week their meeting at the Ephrata headquarters on March 22nd will be the first in-person session since the pandemic emergency began in March of 2020. The commission had been conducting meetings virtually in response to the COVID-19 pandemic ever since. Regular commission meetings take place on the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month. Also starting on the 22nd, the Grant PUD's customer service counter in the headquarters building will be open for public business, but only on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The city of Wenatchee is seeking to install public artwork in Memorial Park that commemorates the Wenatchee Valley's first peoples. The city's Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services Office sent out a proposal this week for what it calls the Native People Project, a permanent art display that would recognize the indigenous tribes who first populated the area. Creators have until May 22nd to submit their project ideas, with review by the City Council and Arts Commission later this year. No construction would begin until summer of 2023. The project has an estimated budget of $150,000 to $175,000. Well, volunteers are welcome to come help this Saturday as Omi Gardens prepares for its April 15th season opening. Earlier this month, Wenatchee Rescue Mission assisted by helping to haul away pieces of fallen trees, which Omi donated to the rescue mission. The county says that there are still more trees to remove, and volunteers are encouraged to come to the gardens in North Wenatchee at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. Gloves and other tools will be supplied to volunteers. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
The 2022 Grant County Fair is excited to announce country supergroup Lone Star. They'll be playing at the fairgrounds Thursday, August 18th. Friday, August 19th, it's Cameron Marlowe. And on Wednesday, August 17th, it's the tribute bands Jukebox Heroes, Barracuda, and Stone in Love. 3 of the premier tribute bands on the West Coast. VIPC tickets go on sale March 11th. The Grant County Fair, August 16th through the 20th.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. This week we meet Callie, a dog who loves to play but is also content to be a couch potato.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm the shelter manager here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and I am here with Callie. She is one of our BMUD dogs. She is 8 years old. She's been with us now for about 6 months. She recently became available for adoption because she's been working on our behavior team. She's been working on overcoming some dog reactivity that she struggles with. She's made a lot of progress. She's now learned how to focus her eye contact on us and redirect from paying attention to the other dogs passing by. So she's made a lot of progress, and we feel confident that she's ready to go home now. So she's our pet of the week because she's such a great dog. She's so friendly. She loves all people that she meets. She loves to play, but she kind of likes to play for about 5 minutes, and then she wants to chill on the couch with you for the rest of the day. So she's not going to be your hiking dog or your park buddy, but if you want somebody to snuggle up on the couch with, Callie's your girl. She is not going to be able to live with any other animals. That's just not her thing. She wants to be the center of attention, which is perfectly fine because she's the sweetest girl and she's going to make somebody so happy. But yeah, so she is one who's going to continue to have some reactivity towards other animals when she sees them. So she needs to go to a home where somebody is willing to work with her on that and keep up the progress we've been making here with her. But other than that, she is just the perfect girl. She loves people so much. She's very well trained as far as sit and come. She wants to be with you all the time. What are you doing? She's got a big personality. She's just adored by everyone here.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Well, it seems Callie the dog and I have a lot in common. We both like to play, but then after 5 minutes, we want to come in and lay on the couch. Hope you had a chance to get outside today. It wasn't too bad out there. 2 more days of winter. First day of spring coming up on Sunday. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you today. This is what we had this afternoon in the Wenatchee Valley. High and mid-level clouds out there, and that kept our temperature down somewhat today. Thought we might get to about 50 degrees. It just didn't happen, though. Unofficially, 47 at Pangbourne Airport. 53 is our normal high temperature for this time of year. 70 our record, and that was set back in 1972. Once again, second day in a row, exactly where we should be for an overnight low at 34 degrees. Our record 23, and that was set in 1965. 7:09 sunrise, and the sun will set for us tonight at 7:10. Taking a peek at your Friday temperatures, we will see a warm-up as we get into Friday. A few more clouds, but our flow will be more from the southwest, and that'll bring some warmer air our way. In fact, almost 60 for Moses Lake tomorrow. 57 in Ephrata, 56 for Quincy, 54 in Wenatchee, around 53 in Cashmere, and also 53 in the Eniat area. So a pretty darn nice way to end our work week before we get to some rain, and we'll talk about that in a second. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, area of low pressure bringing those clouds right into the Pacific Northwest. There is some shower activity. It'll mainly stay, though, in the Cascades and all points west, so not bad tonight. For Friday, mostly cloudy skies. We talked about it being warmer, mainly because of this southerly flow moving into Washington State. Mid-50s for us generally for Friday. And then as we get into the weekend, it's going to be a wet one. This is about 8 a.m. Saturday morning. Washington State pretty much inundated in moisture, and then a bit of a break right here in central Washington by Saturday afternoon. We will be cooler with the rain too, with highs in the upper 40s. A cool one as we start off spring of 2022. A few mountain showers and Seattle rain showers for Sunday with high temperatures in the upper 40s. And then I'll tell you what, as we get into early next week, things are warming up, folks. We will start the week with cloudy skies, high pressure building in though, and that's bringing all of that subtropical warmth right into Washington State. Low to mid 50s on Monday for highs, but wait till we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Mostly cloudy on Tuesday, much warmer. How about that? High temperatures near 60, all of the yellow, that's 60-degree temperatures all over Washington State except the Cascades. Wednesday, how about a sunny day at the end of our forecast? Unseasonably warm. How about this? Low 60s. We might see mid-60s, and even down in the Tri-Cities and the Lewiston area, 70 degrees, a possibility by the middle of next week. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 36 overnight tonight, 54 tomorrow. Rain showers off and on Saturday, and 49 for our first day of spring on Sunday as well. 53 Monday, and look at those temperatures on Tuesday and Wednesday. 60 the high temperature on Tuesday, and 62 for your Wednesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. Gonzaga fans are like, whew, that was a close one today. We'll talk more about the NCAA tournament coming up. First of all, Russell Wilson introduced as the new Denver Broncos quarterback yesterday. He adorned in a navy blue jacket and Broncos orange tie. The 9-time Pro Bowler says he leaves Seattle with great memories, but is ready to start a new chapter with his new team.
If I was going to waive my no-trade clause, it had to be to a winning football team. And these guys are winners back here. And so I'm excited about it. It's a winning locker room. So it's about the players. It's about the players. It's about, obviously, a great coaching staff and the organization. But the players, we help get it done. And that's what I was excited about. I came here for one reason. And that's to win. And that's what I believe in. So every day, what you're going to get from me is that mentality. You're going to get that juice. You're going to get that energy. You're going to get that focus. And we're going to do it together. All the guys back there, we're going to do it together. That's what it takes. But we're here for one thing, and it's to win. It's to win at the highest level often. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the journey. And Broncos country, let's ride.
Now, just as Wilson's press conference was ending, Seahawks coach Pete Carroll and general manager John Schneider began their own press conference. Carroll says he sees the trade as a second chance for Wilson and a second chance for Drew Lock.
We loved him in the draft. Our guys were thrilled about him coming up, going to take a shot. Maybe we could get a pick and get him. We didn't. He goes into his first year, finally plays his first 5 games, and he goes 4-1 in his first season, his rookie season. All the promise, all that you would hope to see, the numbers and stuff, show he's going to have a great run in his career. And the next 2 years didn't work out very well. He battled his tail off and competed his tail off, but it hasn't worked out. Is this a second chance for Drew Lock? Heck yeah, it is. It's an absolute clear second chance for him to take us back to what we knew him to be, and we'll find out. You know how we're going to go about it. We're going to think the highest and the most highest level to perform and help our club that he could possibly generate. That's out there waiting for us. We can't wait to see it happen, and it excites the heck out of us. And in that, Russell was looking for a second shot. I mean, I think, as I look at it now, he was. Look, is there something else out there? And he's got his second shot too. He gets a second shot at the NFL. We wish him the freaking very best. He did awesome stuff for us here in Seattle. He was a great player for us. But now his second opportunity, look what he's going to do with it. He's going to fly. He's going to do great stuff. And then we support him and wish him well and all of that.
John Schneider was in Green Bay when the Packers traded Brett Favre to the New York Jets. He says he knew the impact trading such an iconic player could have.
Again, I compared it to, with Brett Favre, right? I mean, you know how it's going to affect fans. So, Pete and myself and Jody and Bert, we were involved in a call and had discussions about it and what's it going to look like. But we were able to kind of prepare ourselves mentally much earlier than a lot of other people were. So it's going to affect the fans, right? So, and I remember going through it with Brett. So there was a little shock, right? And nobody knew who Aaron Rodgers was, and I shouldn't say that they didn't know who he was, but they didn't know how talented he was. So we relied on that faith and moved forward. And several years later, in 2011, I think they won the Super Bowl.
Pete Carroll was emphatic that trading Russell Wilson and releasing Bobby Wagner was not about a rebuild in Seattle.
There's a lot that's happened and a lot that's gone on that excites the hell out of us. This is a great time for us. It's a great challenge for us. This is that challenging time of year, and yeah, we're faced with some challenges, but all we see is what's going to go the right way, what's going to happen for us. We look at this just like every other year. We're trying to build a championship freaking football team right now. There's no future we'll do it somewhere down the road. We don't think like that. We've never thought like that, and we're not going to think like that now. So in what I'm sharing with you, that's who we are. That's how we operate, and that's what you can count on from us and our players coming in. And as we draw other players to this team, that's where we're going. And I hope that there's no misunderstanding at all.
Don't get it wrong. Carroll and Schneider were heartbroken over letting Wagner go, but Carroll says it's about the culture they've created with the Seahawks.
And there's something in this building and the way we operate and the way we function that it's a great landing place for guys to take that next shot and to take that next opportunity. So if I got my chance to recruit a little bit as we're continuing to work this thing, I'm going to take it. This is a great place for guys to come. And also in that, because it's also a difficult place to leave. Guys get here and they know that we care for them, we look out after them, we compete our butt off at everything we're doing. We have as much fun as you can have in this game, which most people can't figure out how you can do it, but we know how to do that. And when it comes to an end, it's hard to leave. And it's awkward and it doesn't feel right. And how come I may have to leave? And we lose a guy like Bobby Wagner. It was a heartbreaking decision to make. We love Bobby Wagner. He's done everything in the world he could possibly do with a football opportunity as he's had. A Hall of Famer, going to be on the stadium. A guy around town. Everything he's ever touched has been golden. And we have to make a tough decision, just like we started with. And so he goes on, and we wish him the best and love him to death. And hopefully he'll feel that back. Most of our guys come back, and they all come back, and they live in town. They live together. They like being here because they reconnect with our culture.
Carroll and Schneider went right back to work on the free agent market and preparing for the April draft, fully intent on putting a championship team together for this season. Well, the NCAA tournament is underway today. Final 2 spots of the first 4 were settled last night with Wright State downing Bryant. Notre Dame took double overtime to beat Rutgers. Now Gonzaga, a tough first half. They shot miserably, but came together in the second half to down Georgia State today. They'll take on Memphis in the next round tomorrow. Games earlier, number 11 Michigan upset number 6 Colorado State. Providence down South Dakota State. Number 1 Baylor advanced with a win over 16th seeded Norfolk State. Number 3 Tennessee beat Longwood. Number 12 Richmond upset number 5 Iowa 66-63. Memphis topped Boise State 64-53. We'll have more tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, the Wenatchee Valley men advanced to the Elite 8 of the NWAC tournament with a big 74-59 win over Highline this morning. Isaac Brown led the way with 29 points, while Anthony Roy had 11. WVC will face Skagit Valley tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the quarterfinals. The NCAA women's tournament begins on Friday and will be broadcast on the ESPN group of channels. That will include the Gonzaga women. They'll face Nebraska in the first round Friday at 12:30 on ESPN News. Haley Van Lith and her Louisville Cardinals will play on ESPN2 against Albany in the first round at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. Washington State's first round game will be bright and early Saturday morning at 8:30 against Kansas. That will be on ESPN2. Seattle Kraken will have to go back to the drawing board after a 4-1 loss to Tampa Bay last night. Seattle got out to an early lead on Yanni Gourde's 14th goal of the season, just 2 minutes and 38 seconds into the game. Lightning tied it less than 4 minutes later. It remained tied until midway through the second, and Tampa Bay added 2 more in the third for the final margin. Seattle will be back on the ice Saturday when they host Detroit, 7 o'clock on Root Sports Northwest. Meanwhile, Wenatchee Wild begin the first of 3 games back-to-back tonight at the Town Toyota Center. Trail Smoke Eaters in town for the first of 3, 6 o'clock game time tonight. You can get your tickets at WenatcheeWildHockey.com. 2 teams will meet again tomorrow at 7:05 and Saturday at 6. That's a look at sports. Grant, back to you.
Thanks a bunch, Eric. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Tomorrow is Friday, and we have a great conversation coming your way with Dave Erickson. He's the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services for the City of Wenatchee, and they have a whole slate of projects coming up this summer. Big changes coming to Lincoln Park, big improvements, the Wenatchee City Pool. We talked about Rotary Park. Great time with Dave Erickson. A very informative conversation will air tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll have your weekend weather forecast and everything else you need to start your weekend. Spring is almost here. It's coming Sunday morning, and we're going to celebrate tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand. It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. and to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. There's a huge market here and market potential, and they are a great avenue for that.